Hi there, ladies and gentlemen, and good to see that you've tuned into Spirosophy, where spirituality and philosophy meet. Now, today is going to be a bit more of a philosophical topic, namely the topic of discussion, and mostly why it's important to vent your ideas, thoughts, opinions, and beliefs. I think a lot of people don't really share all of their thoughts or beliefs because they're afraid of their opinions being challenged. And I know I used to be like this, and I only started growing out of it and started talking more about my views when I started seeing the benefits of doing this. One of the first things I noticed is that when you share what you think, you enter a cooperative process and you allow the other person to think along with you. And that's great because you'll have like double the brain power. Now, John Stuart Mill wrote a paper on this called On the Freedom of Thought and Discussion. And he lists 3 basic reasons as to why we should enter discussion or enter a conversation and share our views and opinions. The first one being that our opinion might be true. And if it is true, then it deserves to be heard for obvious reasons. Another great thing is that as soon as we share what we know or we have an opinion, but it's not really defined yet, there's some rough truth in there, then once we share this opinion, we have the chance of strengthening our thought. We have the possibility to cement our belief. And this can be likened to a diamond with rough edges, and as soon as those edges are cut off, what remains is a nice and smooth stone. And the same thing we can do with our thoughts. Once we put them out there, we sharpen them and we make them more smooth and clear. The second reason is that whatever we believe might be false. And we all know that our beliefs influence our behavior and how we act. And if we live life under false assumptions, there's a big chance these are going to influence us in a negative way. Aside from that, once we share our false beliefs with someone else, we can be convinced of a better truth, if we have a good partner to discuss with, of course. The third reason being that both parties in the discussion contain a part of the truth. And it's only by talking about it and going into it, whatever matter it might be about, that this partial truth can reach up from the undergrowth and form into common knowledge. Now, there's a piece that I really want to quote because I feel that it really touches upon the essence, the main reason as to why we should vent our opinions and talk about what we think we know. And it goes like this. In the case of any person whose judgment is really deserving of confidence, how has it become so? Because he has kept his mind open to criticism of his opinions and conduct. Because it has been his practice to listen to all that could be said against him, to profit by as much of it as was just, and expound to himself and, upon occasion to others, the fallacy of what was fallacious. Because he has felt that the only way in which a human being can make some approach to knowing the whole of a subject is by hearing what can be said about it by persons of every variety of opinion, and studying all modes in which it can be looked at by every character of mind. So, if we go back to that first sentence, in the case of any person whose judgment is really deserving of confidence, how has it become so? And this is what he explains. He explains that an authoritative opinion only really comes from a person who has expressed him or herself very often. Because only by doing this you test out your ideas and you learn to discern between truth, between what's true and what's false. And you build a strong intellect. And this is what discussion allows you to do. Also, when you're open to other people's opinions and you really listen to what they have to say and assume that they might know something better than you always stand to gain. If you lose, you win because you've learned something new or you've changed your view. If you win, you win because you've been able to cement your opinion and make it all the more strong. So this is really what I wanted to share. I hope you get out there, enter those discussions, defend yourself, because there's really no way to lose. And yeah, once again, if you found the content of this video enjoyable, entertaining, whatsoever, please let me know in the comments down below. Love to hear what you all have to say. Subscribe for more. And on that note, I wish you all a great day. Peace.